Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Historical Gamer yet again. This is going to be part 2 of my Let's Play for Game Developer Tycoon. I got some feedback on the first one. People wanted me to focus more on the game and less on just random talking, so I'll try and do that a little bit more. As you can see from my most recent videos, I do tend to focus more on military simulations. That is what I know the most about, but this is a fun little game and I did want to go ahead and cover it, so that's why I'm doing it. I just moved into a new office, so this is picking up right where the last video left off. My last game, Pirates 2, was a big success, over 2 million in sales, all made by myself in the garage. So it allowed me to move out of my garage and get an office and take that next step in becoming a real gaming tycoon. So I did work on one more game since the last video ended. It is a game which is about to release. I think I call it Baby Monsters. We'll see. It hasn't gotten its reviews yet, so I just moved in here. I did want to mention that I just had a pop-up a moment or two ago that did say that I was going to be invited to G3. So kind of like E3, it's a big gaming convention, a way to get hype out if you're familiar with. Well, actually, I don't know if they give out gaming awards, so I'll wait to speak on that. But like I said, it's called G3. I'm assuming it's just like E3, and it's a way to hype your games and get more attention in sales. So now that I've got a new office, I can go ahead and hire some people. You can train myself and my staff to improve skills. So let's see. I need to complete a management course before I can actually hire my first employee. So let's do that. Okay, let's go ahead and train me. Staff management costs $25,000, but no research points. Okay, I don't really know. Is that staff management? Okay, so this is new. You couldn't train yourself previous to having your own office, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here come the reviews for Baby Monsters. It's a game for young kids on the Game Boy. So I figured the Game Boy would be a good target audience for younger players, and it appears to be doing pretty well in the reviews, which is nice because it's coming off a big success, like I said, on the previous game, which was called Pirates 2. Baby Monsters got some pretty good reviews there, just over an average of an 8. But I'm apparently am studying staff management, so that way I can actually hire some people. Not bad, over 20,000 units sold in the first week, so not quite as big of a success here. 50,000 units through 2 weeks for Baby Monsters. I've completed my training, so now I can go ahead and hire someone. So let's do that. We've got to advertise my position. So the higher the budget, I guess, I don't really know. Wow, okay. I'm not going to spend $2 million to try and find a staff mate. What do you think would be a good amount? Let's see. It's my first employee, and I don't want him to be too expensive, to be honest, because I've only really had 2 big successes in terms of games. So let's go with 100,000. That seems like a good idea. Complex algorithms, game demo. What do we want for pre-filtering? Looks like we can just kind of pre-filter out certain types of people. So, alright, let's say complex algorithms. That must be a good coder, I would guess. Ooh, the PlayStation is just about to come out, so the prototype that was canceled with Nintendo, they reworked it. So it's going to be the first CD-ROM drive and a 32-bit processor. Interesting. So as you can see, Baby Monsters is selling pretty well over there. Should get a, well, maybe not, but I'm hoping maybe I can get to 100,000 units. And let's see here. We've got some employees. Maybe. Martin Hayes. 11,000 per month. Geez, that's a lot of money. Before you're in your office, it only cost 8,000 per month to exist. You don't really pay a salary. Level 1, Level 2, Level 1, speed and research. I don't really know what this means, although I'm assuming speed is good and so is research. So how quickly you do things, I'm assuming, and how good you are at researching things. So let's see, Martin is 276 on speed, 152 on research, versus Sherry, who is about 120 slower on speed, but 110 higher on research. That gives a slight edge to Martin in terms of speed is a good thing. And Anna is much lower on both. She's the worst of the three. I don't know quite with the technology and design aspect. None of them are very good on design, although that's probably because of the way I filtered them out. They're all technology heavy. But Martin seems to be the best balance of the three, so we'll go ahead and hire him. He's also the middle of the road in terms of cost. And there you see news is talking about how we... Alright. Yay, the news is very excited about this. So apparently it takes a little while before a staff member is useful there. It says it takes them a while to settle in. So welcome training to get them up to speed. So let's train them. Staff welcome, 10,000. Okay. PlayStation has been released. And yay, he was trained. So I don't really know what these bars mean. I'm guessing they're how good you are at your job right now. Let's develop a new game now. Let's pick a platform here. It's going to cost 200,000 to develop on the Play System. It's second in market share, though. Sega's been out a while, so the Game Gear, no. PC's got a nice market share and a low cost. The NES, or the TES as it's called in this game, has already been ended, so the only gaming platform I currently have have a license for is Gameling, or the Game Boy. What do I want to do? I think it'd be a good idea to get on the PlayStation now. It's a bit of a risk. It's about 10% of all of my cash. But it should be something interesting. Let's make a game for everyone. Let's make it a sports game. We'll call it Generic Football. I'm looking at you, Madden. Alright. Topic, sports. I think that would probably fall under simulation. Or maybe casual. We'll go with simulation. Play system, and we'll go with my NES Power Engine. I might need to make a new game engine here. I don't really have 3D graphics, which is I think something that the PlayStation really kind of started introducing. We don't need a steering wheel. It'll be able to save games, cutscenes, linear story. I don't know if a linear story is really important for this. The engine needs to take focus. Gameplay needs to be a big priority. Story and quests are less important, I feel, for a sports game, so we'll drop that down. And we'll get to work. 83,000 units, 500,000 in sales. How much did that? Oops. Oh. I just want a game history. That's what I wanted to see. So about 500,000 in profits. Not bad. This is really my first kind of more casual sports game. Levels really aren't important, so we're going to lower that. Dialogues. I kind of like the intros that they've had in the past. I think artificial intelligence is definitely the most important here, though. By dialogues, I'm talking about some of the earlier Maddens kind of had cutscene previews for the game, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. Graphics are going to be important. World design, not as much. Sound kind of middle of the road. So let's go ahead with that. These are all just kind of random guesses based on different sports games that I've played and kind of the way that the Madden series goes. So we need to debug. Interesting, it seems... Ooh. I'll let you debug that. Alright. Whoa. Good. Okay, 22-21. I don't know if that's very good at all. I don't do many sports games. Okay, see my experience gained. Let's release the game. What do I want to do now? Can I have him research something? Yes, let's research. So... could improve 2D graphics. It's kind of expensive. Let's just... There's a game dev topic? Really? We're gonna go with sci-fi. We'll have him research that. Here come the first reviews for our first game in our office. Good. 8 is pretty solid. 7 isn't bad. I wouldn't mind if you could kind of skip through kind of the lottery type feel where it's just kind of spinning around and you're waiting for the results. It'd be nice if you could just kind of speed some of these things up. I'll research a topic as well. UFO. So that's kind of neat. When you have a company and you've got multiple people, you can actually research multiple things at once. So that's cool. Sales on generic football don't seem to be all that great. They're not terrible. I'm in the top 10, but not as good as Baby Monsters, if you will. It's only out 4 weeks and sales are slowing substantially. Oh, I'm done. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and develop another game. So we just researched sci-fi and UFO, so we'll go with a sci-fi game. We'll have it be role-playing game. The play system, of course. NES Engine. What should we name it, and who should it be for? We'll have a sci-fi game, maybe for mature audiences. We'll call it Alien. Maybe it's based on the movie, I don't know. I think I'm going to need to make a new gaming engine soon, though. As you develop and research more things, for this type of game, stories and quests are going to be way more important. Gameplay is still always important, but the engine's probably not. I don't even remember what I was saying. Steve O'Connell. Let's give an interview. Yay. Okay. Artificial intelligence for an RPG is still important. Level design's a little bit more important, and so is dialogues. I don't honestly know, you know, depending on how high you put those sliders. I'm not sure if it's relative or... So we've got some hype. Nice. I should probably research marketing. I think you can manufacture hype. An RPG world design is more important. I don't think sound is quite as important. Graphics, we'll take a slight step down. I'm only using 2D graphics anyway, so. And the hype is kind of building too as the game gets a little bit better, so that's kind of cool here. Generic football's off the market. Not as big of a success. Let's see here. How did it do though? It turned $167,000 profit. That's not too bad. We'll go ahead and release Alien. New record on technology. New combo. Bonuses. See, some of these screens would be nice if you could kind of fast forward through. Gaming convention. 4 weeks. What do we want to do? Small pop-up stand where we can show marketing material. Isn't very impressive, but a common setup at G3 cost $80,000. A medium booth. Larger booth. Better location. Expect more visitors. Space giveaway. Demos. Large booth. Get our own section in the main hall. Yeah, I'm not spending all my money on that. We'll go with a small booth. It's our first year there. So here come the reviews on Alien. We'll see where we are. Nice. More 9s. Oh, 7. I thought it was going to be a little bit better when that first one came out as a 9. We need to research some stuff, so let's go ahead and have our new guy research. I really would like 3D graphics to be an option. Let's see. Project management, medium games, dialogue tree, branching story, AI companions. And then I will go ahead and research character progression. No, we don't have enough research points. No! I don't have enough for anything. I don't know what medium games is. Let's do that. Well, that's expensive. Never mind. I guess I won't do anything. I can train. Training is important. Apparently you can train yourself to get better. Let's see. So HD games, historical games. HG is my name actually. I'm a level 4. I'm even on design, technology, speed, and research at 300 on everything. So game design for pirates. I don't... Oh, I'm assuming lowering the amount of pirating that occurs. Code incomplete. Don't repeat yourself. Let's do that. I don't have any idea what any of that does. So there, you can increase your speed. Alien is out. Way below expectations. So apparently mature audiences do not like the PlayStation. Maybe it would have done better on PC. Still, 50,000 units isn't too shabby. Game convention, G3. How many visitors? We got 7,300 fans. Whoa. Really? 50,000 guests? Really? Okay, I don't know a whole lot about E3, but that seems like a ton of people. I don't really know. Okay. Really? 50,000 people visited our booth and we weren't in the top 100. Wow. So, did that help sales at all? Not really. Bank Heist. Let's make a game called Bank Heist. We'll make it for mature audiences. It's going to be... I don't know what that would fall under. Fantasy? Maybe I don't have it. Never mind. We are going to change it. We're going to make it a medieval. King's Realm. We will pick the genre. Will be an medieval RPG for mature audiences on the PC. I think I need to research more advanced stuff. I'm going to get left behind. If I'm stuck still developing for 2D graphics. The PlayStation is really... Ooh, Nintendo 64. Never before seen 3D realism. So basically, kind of some of the original criticisms that the Nintendo 64 still used cartridge-based games instead of CDs. But apparently they plan to price it very competitively, so hoping to make up for the technological deficiencies on some parts of the game in others. Design is doing a lot better since that training, for what it's worth. Shoot 'em up. 600,000 in sales. Popular genre is still action, apparently. That might be a new record for me on design at 30. I guess we'll see. Yep, new record. Technology was up a little bit too. Rich backstory. So let's do some research now. Now that we have a game done and are at nearly 2 million, so we'll probably be at 2 million afterwards, so we can research some stuff. I need to research better graphics, but that seems like a lot, and I don't have enough research points. So I guess we'll do another contract. I'd like to get some more research points. We'll do that one. King's Realm. Almost perfect, that's right. Getting a lot of 9s and 8s. 10! Nice! Alright, this one should sell well. Granted, it's on the PC, so it's not as big of a market, but it's still got to sell well. There's PCs at 15% market share. Holy cow, 100,000 units in the first week? This thing's gonna be a hit. Who says PC games are dead? I don't get why the third week sales is better than the second. I would assume maybe it's word of mouth, but if you look over here on the right, my third week sales were significantly better. Alright, and there's a little bit of news saying that my game has become a hit. And I failed my contract again. So now that we've got that done, we need more research points. I don't know really... Oh, I already have 3D graphics researched. Alright, let's do that. Let's make a new game engine. It'll support 3D graphics, stereo sound, multiplayer. It'll support mouse, joystick, gamepad. It'll have a level editor. This is going to be the mother of all game engines. AI companions and day and night cycle. Almost 500,000 on my new game engine. The PES. The performance enhancing... We'll call it a PED. Performance enhancing drugs engine. I'm a baseball fan, so for what that's worth, you know, that's kind of big in baseball right now. A lot of people talk about that, so. Anyway, King's Realm. Over 300,000 units sold. I'm over 300 million in cash. You get these little market analysis things that pop up. That was another one right there. Basically saying that there don't appear to be any trends right now. This is a huge hit. Nearly doubling my cash flow. 2.2 million in sales. 2.2 million in profit. I think that's the best. If we look back here, I've had several that are in the couple $100,000 profit range. The previous one, Pirates 2, was my biggest, so that's a new record for me. The previous one was 1.6 million. Monthly cost of $43,000. So that's a lot of money every month to be spending a good chunk on, and Martin Hayes' salary. Once we complete this game engine, I'll let him take a vacation. Nah, we'll send him on vacation now. Enjoy your vacation, bro. I can finish this on my own. Can you send yourself on vacation? Let's see. Nope. So apparently I work all the time, as many small business owners do. Wonder if maybe I should hire another person. Welcome back. The Super Nintendo is about to be taken off the market. Alright, let's make another sports game then. I want to make a sports game with 3D graphics. Generic Football 2. Generic. Whatever. It is an everyone game. It will be a sports simulation on the PlayStation with the PED game engine. Actually, that was interesting. PC is up to 16% market share right now. Wait, how's the Nintendo doing? Not all that great, only 14%. Anyway, PlayStation, Generic Football 2, next. We'll make it with 3D graphics this time. Apparently that's less expensive than more advanced 2D graphics. I find that kind of interesting. Stories and quests are less important. Multiplayer will be supported. I don't really know what any of these are. Gamepad, I guess. I don't think a steering wheel or any of the rest would be relevant, though. Gameplay is definitely the most important. Stories and quests on a sports game just kind of don't seem to match to me. I mean, maybe they help you in game. I can't really say I've noticed. I don't think they do. Artificial intelligence will need to be a bit better. Level design is less important. Dialogue's less important. So we'll focus on artificial intelligence. Game's coming along nicely here. Quite a bit of bugs, though. So don't need a day... Well, day and night cycle, I guess, for, like, night games. We don't need an open world. Stereo sound. World design's less important. Sound more important. Graphics are good. So here we go. TES is off the market, so the Super Nintendo is now off the market. Technology's pretty good on this one with the 3D graphics. Design is not as good, though. So we'll have a small booth again. I don't know what an MSCPN88 is. Where did that 8,000 go? That doesn't make sense. Someone has stolen our credit card information? What? How do we lose $24,000 because someone stole our credit card information? Really? I mean, real life sim more like it, not Game Dev Tycoon. Wow. Well, if there's a clear trend toward strategy games, I'm releasing a non-strategy game. Cool. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. Arrays. No. I wonder if I can fire them. Alright, we're gonna... Strategy games are in, so we will say... Let's build war... Pacific War. This is an ode to Gary Grisby, one of the most deeply designed games in gaming history. It is going to be a mature game. It's going to be a military strategy game for the PC. We'll use PED. It's only going to use 2D graphics. We don't need 3D graphics on this game. So Pacific War was a game... see how Generic Football 2 did. I dumped a lot of money into it. It's kind of mediocre reviews there. So not all that great. Should break even at least. Let's see here. We'll support a mouse. But as I was saying, Pacific War, for those of you who are war gamers, it's a game you should have heard of. Pac War, Pacific War. Gary Grisby's designed a lot of games which kind of fall under the board game variety, where back in before computers were around, there were board games that would literally take up entire garages. You know, you'd have a board game, it would just be an over-the-top game. You know, just everything was included. For example, Pacific War was a game where it covered the Pacific Theater during World War II. You were basically taking on the role of Nimitz. You could command every single ship, every single aircraft squadron, every single unit a size of a battalion or larger was included. Just over-the-top detail, something that, you know, just wouldn't... It's a very small audience, very hardcore gamers in terms of war games, and it was just, you know, it was an epic, and it would spawn several follow-ons that Matrix Games has made, and just, I forget the term that the developer of that company, or the owner of the company, Joel Billings, who founded SSI, called it, but basically they're games that just, you know, they boggle the mind. There's just so much included in them, and that's kind of what I'm basing this game off. So we'll see. Obviously, this type of game would never appeal to a mass market, but we'll see, at least in this game. A great game, 9. Love it, 8. Very enjoyable, 8. Very good, 8. Well, it could have been better. I feel like we're kind of getting lost in just developing new games and new games and new games. So let's go ahead and accept a contract. My guy's not very useful at all. He's really slow. Oh wow, I wasn't even looking. Pacific War is a hit. Not that 29,000 really means much to me right now. Let's, how do I... We'll train you. What can you get better at? Design, we'll say. I need to train. I need to be better... I'll do game design again. Design is so critical in these types of games, or in any type of game. Over 100,000 units sold on Pacific War. That's another big hit. I don't think there's any way this type of game that I was telling you about would have sold that well in real life, but hey, that's cool. We'll make it a casual fantasy game. Casual... I don't know what fits well with casual. Maybe sports? I guess we can try that. We'll rename it. NBA Jam. On the Game Boy is what it's going to be on, so I don't know if that's the best. But anyway, NBA Jam. That looks wrong. That looks way wrong on spelling, you know? But whatever. The Gameling. PED. So we're going to go back to 2D graphics. Here we go. We don't need to support the mouse or gamepad. Story and quests are really less important on a casual game. Gameplay's got to be the most important. The engine can be important too. So let's see what this casual game does for us. Nice, I timed that well. Market normalization. So there's no more important trends in the market. I wonder if those trends are based on history. I really haven't done enough research at this point to know. Level design, dialogues, that's all not as important as artificial intelligence in a strategy game, or in a casual sports game, I would think. Again, those things are all kind of secondary. Day and night cycle, I guess. I don't really know if you need that on a Game Boy game, especially on a casual game, but hey, whatever. Nice, this should be breaking some records in design technology and stuff. Got quite a few bugs, though. Are we done? No one's going to improve it anymore? Ooh, nice. Alright. I think that's breaking records. Let's see. New records. Great combo. New combo. Seems like everything's a great combo in this game. I could be wrong. Versatile. Each of the 5 main genres. Nice. So, why don't you go ahead and research sequels, because that's all you have enough for. And I will train myself. Come on, be a hit. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yes! Come on, go for a 10. Go for a 10. Another one. Do it, do it, do it. Yes! Oh, just missed a perfect score. You're gonna train. More game develop. Let's see how this thing sells. Cult status. New standards for the gaming. I don't even know what that means. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Almost 100,000 units in the first week. Fallen way below expectations. What are expectations? I'm sorry, but really. I'll take a huge hit, because I feel like it's a hit. So, you know what? Go on vacation. You earned it. Storm of good reviews and excited customers. Nice. I don't really know that those two things kind of contradict each other. I've fallen way below expectations, but at the same time, I have had a huge success. I don't understand. I'm still the second best-selling game, what, almost 2 months? Should we increase it to a bigger booth? No, we'll stay in a small booth. I just can't justify spending that much money. Almost 10% of all my money. Critical systems. I don't need a sabotage. It was asking if we wanted to sabotage a competitor, which I don't get. Why would we do that? Develop a new game. We'll call it Baby Monsters 2 for young people. How do you do a sequel? Have I researched sequels yet? Yes, I did. How do you... I don't know how you do sequels. Oh, develop sequel. That's stupid. Okay, so let's go back here real quick. So this is what I've always been clicking on, develop gaming, but you can also find contract work, create a custom engine, manage your staff, go in your game history, but we're going to look at developing a sequel for one game that we had for a young audience. So it was back on the original Game Boy. So it looks like it's a while back. I've been playing this long. Okay, there we go. Baby Monsters. Sequel to Baby Monsters. Baby Monsters 2. Alright. For the PED engine. And the platform is going to have to be... I don't know how the Dreamcast got such a huge market share. That does not seem realistic to me. But anyway, we're going to put it on the PlayStation 2. We'll make it 2D side-scrolling graphic action. I'm just going to leave everything as is for this one. I think what the setup there is probably pretty good. The Sega Oasis is no longer supported. Like I said, we'll leave it there. Could be making some stupid decisions, I guess we'll see. It's all pretty important, so like I said, we're going to leave it there for the moment. 500,000 in sales. Not bad. I mean, it definitely is a break-even title. We didn't lose money on it, but we also didn't really make much. Nice. This should be another record on design and technology, or at least technology. I don't know about design. I think we might be 1 or 2 down. I could wait a second or two and see if anything comes up. Making it a little bit better. There's really no hype around this, though, which is kind of disappointing. New records on both fronts. Monsters 2. No, that doesn't look so great. I mean, it's not bad, but 7s aren't great. Meh. It's gonna be another mediocre title. I want hits! Great responses. Then sell more than 50,000 copies. So not making much money at this point. Not that I'm doing poorly. I mean, I'm definitely getting by. Alright, so nothing much interesting happening right now. I'm just kind of keep cranking out games, hoping for some success. As you can see there, I've had, you know, profitable games. It's not like I'm not releasing popular games. Every single game I release pretty much is always profitable. I don't lose money at this point. So far it's been a pretty easy road for me. Just kind of using some common sense. But that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to put together another one shortly. And, oh, wait a minute. The PlayStation 2 Nice, sleek-looking console. Today, the Vonnie, which is Sony, has announced a much-anticipated successor to the popular PlaySystem console. The PlaySystem 2 will have upgraded hardware to compete with newer generation consoles, such as the Dreamcast. In other words, Dreamcast, get ready to fail. But as I was saying, this is going to be the end of this video. We will see how I do as gaming becomes more and more advanced. We're about halfway through the game. It's a 30-year game, so we're about 13 years in. I might fast forward a little bit just because right now things are kind of slow in the game. I'm releasing lots of titles, but they're just kind of making a little bit of money here and there. They're not smash hits, and I feel like it might be getting a little bit boring for you guys. I appreciate you watching. This is going to be a bit longer of one, but I'll go ahead and upload it. And if you have any questions, any comments, anything you'd like to see me do better, don't hesitate to shout out. I know a lot of you left some pretty big comments, some pretty critical comments in the last video, and I appreciate that. Tried to do a little bit more based off of what you asked for in this video, but I'm sure I missed some things. I did take some notes. Definitely working on getting better at this. So I recognize that there's a lot of work for me to do, and oh, wait a minute. Let's read through here. It doesn't focus as much on online play, but seems to focus on the strengths of the previous system. A solid upgrade. Vibration functions. DVD titles. Backwards compatibility. Anyway, as I was saying, sure I didn't please everyone, but I did my best, and I'm definitely trying to improve this channel, so leave me comments, questions, concerns, what you'd like to see. This is a bit more casual than a lot of the games I've done, but I'd like to mix it up a bit, and it definitely fits in the historical tone with my channel here. So with the next gaming convention coming up, and the Dreamcast being one of the most fast-selling systems in history, I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, this is the Historical Gamer, signing out.